Hello, welcome to this video from the CfEMLive team at Grimsby Institute. We asked the question, what barriers to GCSE Resit Maths do Level 3 vocational learners have in particular? I'm Emma Bell, I'm the Maths Enhancement Manager at Grimsby and with CfEMLive, and I'm going to talk through the introduction and the questions. Then Lee McLaughlin, our researcher, will talk about the literature, and then our maths motivator, Alison Riley, will talk through the data and findings. Data from the JCQ in 2019 showed that only 1 in 5 students who were entered for GCSE Resit Maths achieved that magic grade 4. So as a small proportion of what the CfEMLive team were doing at Grimsby Institute, we focused in on the Level 3 learners and hoped to discover themes in the barriers that they faced with regard to their GCSE Maths. To help focus our research, we zoomed in on 2 sub-questions. It was important to see what the learners themselves perceived their barriers to be. And we asked, would it be possible to put these barriers into any categories that would help with moving forward?
When we began our research, we realised that there was a lack of focus on GCSE mathematics resits in further education. In 2017, the DfE released Effective Practice in the Delivery and Teaching of English and Mathematics to 16 to 18-year-olds. The report found that most students lack motivation to study English and maths, with mathematics being the stronger reaction. But it also found that students are reluctant to re-engage with the same subject had they done the learning already. The Wolf report that was released in 2011 made it mandatory for students aged 16 to 19 to obtain their English and Maths GCSE. This meant that the student had to resit until they gained at least a C grade, or now a grade 4. It is quite often not the passing grade that liberates the students from the forced resit, but their 19th birthday, as it's no longer mandatory after that point. There are calls for a GCSE resit reformation that Nuffield are looking into. As we know, no student is the same, so no teaching technique would always be successful for all students. Susan Wallace found that a teacher's cheerful demeanour and encouragement had the largest positive impact on students' motivation, and that a teacher's personality is not something that can be changed, nor should it be. The lack of motivation on the part of a student is often linked to a past bad experience with the subject, a journey of failure which led the student to being in the resit class. Maths anxiety is all too real in the GCSE resit classroom. Even identified by medical professionals, maths can induce strong feelings of anxiety and helplessness. It can develop in students in high-pressure environments such as the GCSE resit classroom, to the point where the students exhibit phobia or anxiety and avoidance of the subject, resulting in low engagement. Johnston, Wilder and Lee said that educational institutions may be able to develop methods for helping students look at their anxiety with a positive frame of mind, helping them get through their courses.
The role of Maths Motivator was created as part of the CfEMLive team to work pastorally within the Maths department. The motivators, as we are known, draw upon research and evidence-based practice, supporting students with any maths or exam anxieties, enabling them to become self-sufficient and feel able to confidently enter a maths session or sit an exam or contribute in a lesson. Neither of the maths motivators are maths specialists, and the role is to act as a carrot rather than a stick, not focusing on attendance or behaviour, although it is hoped that improvements in these areas will naturally follow. The role of Maths Motivator has been created to identify some of the barriers for our learners and look at ways to move forward through intervention. The aim of the intervention is to provide the learner with a toolkit that they will be able to employ in further education and beyond, skills for life in the truest sense. We've found that learners are generally very receptive to the support, both in a one-to-one environment and in small groups. The Maths Motivator's role is varied and diverse. No 2 days are the same. Some sessions are timetabled, and others are on a more of an ad hoc basis with duties that include providing a cheerful and positive welcome into the maths department, drop-in sessions in the Zen Den, which is our dedicated wellbeing space in the maths department, running certified exam fit workshops, maintaining a social media presence, facilitating learner voice meetings, one-to-one sessions, and supporting mocks, enrolments and GCSE sessions. The one-to-one sessions are designed to build resilience, confidence and/or focus in lessons and exams. We aim to build strategies that enable them to become self-sufficient and able to attend classes with confidence. The cohort of Level 3 FE vocational learners is a unique subset of learner. These students have demonstrated vocational aptitude to be able to progress to a Level 3 course, and yet some find themselves enrolled to GCSE Maths or English as a condition of funding. The aim of this inquiry was to identify through a variety of methods what barriers these particular students encounter with their GCSE Maths resit. Once discovered, these perceived obstacles to success would inform the action plans of the maths motivators to help the students make progress. It was hoped by assisting this cohort of learners, the methods used could also form recommendations for all other learners of maths in FE. An initial online survey was conducted, asking a variety of questions about the learners' experiences within maths. The survey was not compulsory and was anonymous. 87 responses were received from a variety of vocational areas and levels. It's interesting to note that this survey was conducted at the time of the learners' GCSE exams in the summer of 2019. The purpose of the survey was to triangulate the underpinning points from the literature and to inform questions that would be asked in a focus group of Level 3 learners. We asked the learners, how confident do you feel in passing your GCSE Maths this year? Answers ranged from extremely confident to not at all confident, with 57% of learners felt confident to varying degrees, and with 43% not feeling confident of passing their GCSE Maths this year. We also asked, how motivated have you felt to succeed to pass your GCSE Maths this year? 77% of learners surveyed felt some degree of motivation, with 23% not feeling motivated to succeed. As well as this quantitative data, qualitative data in the form of free text was obtained by the questionnaire and also by interviews in small groups. We developed a learner portrait instrument to help gather the data. We looked at the learner holistically, recording a variety of data, including their attendance in their vocational area, as well as maths and maybe English. Learners were asked if anything got in the way of achievement in maths during the academic year. By examining themes in the responses given by the learners, replies fell in the following categories: external barriers, for example other students or problems at home, or internal barriers, for instance confidence, mindset, being distracted or attendance issues. This showed that 57% of our students believed that their barriers to learning were out of their control.
So in conclusion, through our lit review, surveys and discussions, we're able to see common themes. We need to remove those external barriers as much as we can, but also give students a toolkit so that they can work on those internal barriers and confidence issues for themselves. And that means we're in a position to make some recommendations. One size does not fit all, so we need a bespoke approach for the students that are facing the barriers. We believe that the learner portrait instrument can be developed further to get a full picture of why students are facing the barriers that they are. And we need sustainability. Having 2 maths motivators for a cohort of over 1,000 students isn't sustainable and can't have a big reach. So what we want to do is look at training the maths tutors in a CPD programme with the techniques that have been successful for the motivators. We asked the question, what barriers to GCSE Resit Maths do Level 3 vocational learners have? And there isn't one answer, because one size doesn't fit all. What we need to do is have a toolkit ready for those students for whatever they need.